Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Thank you so much for meeting me on the mat today. We're going to be doing this practice with the goal of just remembering how much fun it is to just move our bodies, how much fun and how much joy there is in just playing and exploring with the power and the strength that really there is within each and every one of us. So we're going to start off laying in our Shavasana position, so laying on our backs, spread out in a comfortable position, just taking a few moments to settle in, center in, connect with ourselves, with our breath. Every inhale bringing a sense of relaxation and calm from the top of our head all the way to the tips of our fingers and toes. Every exhale bringing a sense of space, a sense of letting go of everything that we don't need just for this half hour. With intention, let's start to deepen our breath. 3 big breaths, starting to fill our belly, our ribs, our chest, and let it all go. Again, bigger this time, breathing in, and let it out. One more time, biggest breath yet, filling your lungs completely, sipping a little bit more in at the very top, and then let it go with a sigh. Let it all go. Take one more moment here, just as you are. And then slowly, let's roll onto either side. Take a moment in the fetal position. And then we'll roll all the way over onto our bellies, stacking the hands underneath the forehead, pointing the big toes towards one another, letting the heels fall out. Just taking a moment here. So from here, we're just going to lift the heels up and gently drop them from side to side. And then let the feet fall down. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders. And we'll start to bring some movement in. So as we inhale, we're going to lift the head and the top of the chest so our bottom ribs are staying down, coming into a baby cobra. Neck is long, and we're only lifting as much as our body feels okay with. There's lots of space in the low back, so wiggle around as needed. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up again, really feeling this movement happening from the upper back. So if you want to play with this, you could lift your hands up and nothing happens. There's a lot of contraction happening from the back line of the body here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. This time, perhaps planting your hands a little bit lower, so along the sides of the ribs. Inhale, lift up into your cobra. As you exhale, we're going to plant the hands, come up onto the knees. We're coming into an angry cat, so we're really bringing the belly button up towards the spine, almost like we're going to land into child's pose, but not quite staying there, because as we inhale, we're going to come forward, coming into a plank from the knees. So aiming for a nice straight line between the head and the knees. Exhale, round the back, belly button comes back towards the spine, hips towards heels. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, or letting the hips drop down if your back feels okay with that, into a bit of a back bend. Exhale, round the back, hips towards heels. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, round the back, bring it all the way back. Inhale, drop the hips down if you'd like. Exhale, really round the back, really try to create that back, that curve in the low back. This time we're going to land the hips on the heels, knees together or knees wide, whichever you'd like, coming into your child's pose. Take a moment here. On your next exhale, we'll walk both hands over to the left side of your mat, opening up that right side of your body. Inhaling both hands back to center and exhaling over to the right. Inhaling back to center. From here, we're going to walk our hands up, so we're sitting on the heels. If this isn't a good option for you, please sit on a block if you've got one at home. Sit on a blanket, put a blanket between the hips and the heels. Sit cross-legged. There's so many different options here. I'll just turn a little bit so you can see me a bit better. So inhale, bringing both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. And exhale all the way around. Hands come back to rest on the thighs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, big round circle. Hands back to the thighs. One more time, just like this. Inhale, wide reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, we're going to tip to one side. And just this beautiful flowing motion. So inhaling up and exhale, tip to the other side. Inhaling up and exhaling over. Flow with this. Discover what feels good for you. Move with your breath. Maybe for you it feels better to add a little bit of a twist. Where you're opening the chest up towards the sky. Or maybe you're sweeping the arms across in front. Explore what feels good. Next time we reach up, we'll exhale, walk the hands forward, coming back into our plank pose from the knees or from the toes. Pausing for a moment here, feeling that little bit of a contraction. So it looks like we're trying to tuck our tail or contract, bringing our tail towards our heels. Curl the toes under. Come into your down dog. Right away, walking the heels out. Checking in to make sure that this is a good down dog. So we're pressing our fingertips into the mat. The inside of our elbows are turning towards the front of the mat. So we're rotating the arms. We're not dumping our weight into our arms. We're actively pushing away from the mat. Big breaths here. From here, we're going to bring the left foot forward. So that might look like this. If you find that your arms aren't reaching as long as you'd like them to, a little tip is to come a little bit forward and round through the upper back as if you're coming into a cat pose, and that often gives a little bit more space trying to bring the knee forward. We're going to bring the left foot forward, back knee drops down, arms come up. Find your point of stability here first. So maybe doing a little bit of a tuck to ensure that things aren't too compressed in the low back. When you're ready, inhale, come into a little bit of a back bend, maybe lunging the hips forward slightly. Exhale, we're going to lengthen through that front leg, bow forward, arms reaching back, spine is long, shoulders squeezing together. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. And exhale, bow forward. One more time, inhaling up. And this time we're going to twist over that front knee. So we're twisting to the left. So our right hand is going to come forward. The left hand is going back. On your next inhale, right hand comes up towards the sky, left hand goes towards the back thigh, feeling a nice long line between the right fingertips all the way down to the right knee. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the mat, left hand comes up towards the sky or the hip, depending on where it feels good, staying with that twist to the left. Keep breathing. Curl the back toes under, come into a full easy twist. Active back leg, knee is lifted. Pause here for one more breath. Left hand comes down, right foot back comes in just a little bit. Strong legs, walk the hands up. We're coming into a warrior one. So again, find your stability here first. We build a foundation first. Tuck the tail a little bit, engage those lower, deeper core muscles. Inhale, bring the arms up. Maybe a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, bow forward, reach back with the arms. Neck is still long, shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bow forward. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, we're going to come to warrior two. So hips are turning to face the long edge of the mat. Shoulders are also turning to face the long edge of the mat. Front knee stays bent. Back foot turns out to a 45 or a 90-degree angle, just depending on how your hip feels. Once this is good, adding the arms. Front palm turns up. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to exalted. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, exalted. And exhale, side angle. Legs are staying strong. They're not moving. Inhale, exalted. And exhale to side angle. One more time, inhale to exalted. Exhale, warrior two. Turn to warrior one. So back to facing the front edge of the mat. Find your stability. We're going to hop, step that back foot in a little bit. Step your feet a little closer if you need to. We're going to come into warrior three. So my personal preference is to have hands at the heart. Your hands can be wherever they want to be. We're slowly going to tip our weight into that front foot, your left foot. Maybe lifting up that back leg. Don't forget to breathe. You've got this. One more breath. Gently, with control, right foot comes to meet the left, land into a chair pose. Again, hands at the heart or arms reaching long. From here, weight switches over to the right foot, enough that the left foot can step back. Drop the knee down. Catch your breath. Find your positioning. So tuck that tail a little bit. Inhale the arms up. Inhale, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, bow forward, straighten out the right leg. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. And exhale, forward. Inhale up. And exhale, bow forward. One more time, inhaling up. We're going to twist to the right. So right hand comes back, left hand comes forward. Legs stay the same. Pause for a moment here. You've got this. Left hand reaches up to the sky, right hand reaches towards the back thigh. Long line between the left fingertips and the left knee. Left hand comes down towards the mat, right hand comes up towards the sky. Maybe curling the back toes under, coming into your full easy twist or your low easy twist, wherever you're feeling it right now. Pause for a moment. Right hand comes down. Shorten the stance a little bit. Walk the hands up. Back to your warrior one. Catch your breath. Steady yourself. We're coming to our warrior three. So shorten the stance. Weight comes to that front right foot. Tip the upper body forward. Back leg comes up. Find something to gaze at. With control, left foot comes to meet the right. Let everything fall into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. One more time, inhaling all the way up. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to sink down to a chair. And for a fun little challenge, let's take a twisted chair. So let's twist to the right first. So our left elbow is coming towards the right thigh. Pause for a breath. We're going to do one more quick little balancing sequence. Slowly our weight is going to shift to that right foot. See if we can lift the left foot up and bring it back. Good. You are strong and amazing. You've got this. Lower both hands down. Walk it over to the other side of your mat. So we're just going to reverse that. So stepping the back foot to meet the front. Inhale all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Right away, sink down to your chair. This time we're going to twist to the left. So right elbow is coming towards the left thigh. Find your twisted chair. It's easier if you sink lower. If you're up for that challenge, see if you can shift your weight to the left foot. And one little steps at a time, or one big step, step back with that right foot. Lift the chest towards the left. Pause for a moment. You've got this. Good. Release the twist. Lower the hands down. Come into down dog. Walk the heels out. Lower the knees down. This bit you can do either from the heels or from the knees, just depending on what your body's feeling right now. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, really stretching out, opening up through the chest. If you are on your knees, trying to tuck the tail, contracting through the glutes, so that we're trying to open up through the fronts of the hips as well. Inhale, maybe dropping the head back if that feels good. And then exhale, bow forward. Maybe the hips come down. Let the arms drip down to the low back and come into your child's pose, knees together or knees wide. Let that rest. Very gently, we're going to come onto our backs. Hug the knees in towards the chest. The hard work is done. Maybe rock a little side to side. Circle the knees around. Let's let both knees fall over to the left side of the body. So we're coming into supine twist. Try to keep the knees stacked. And then opening up into a T or cactus shape with our arms. Head can maybe go to the right side or wherever it feels good. Trying to let each breath work with gravity to stretch and expand after the hard work that you've done. One more big breath here, all the way in and all the way out. One knee at a time, unraveling this, coming back to center. And then letting both knees fall to the opposite side. Knees to the right, head to the left. Big deep breaths. Gently unraveling and slowly coming back to center. Circling the knees around, windshield wipering the legs, whichever feels best to you. One last pose. If you have a block, just lifting the hips enough that you can place the block underneath your sacrum, so that flat area at the base of your spine. If you don't have a block, seeing if you can place a pillow or a folded up blanket underneath there. And if you don't have any of those within hand's reach right now, that's okay. You can totally do this without. We're just going to bring the legs up into the air. Having something underneath the hips just helps to raise them up so it feels like you can rest in this position a little bit easier. Just letting this be a restorative pose that can reverse the flow of gravity. If you'd like, you can also bring your arms up into the air above the shoulder sockets. Letting your eyes rest heavy. Letting everything slow down here. Also let the arms come overhead. Do what feels good. Dropping one leg at a time, slowly and gently. Doing any last final movements you'd like to do. And then let's settle into our Shavasana, Our final resting pose. Whatever feels comfortable and safe for you to take these last few moments to integrate this hopefully joyful movement that you've done, this good work that you've done. A chance to get out of your head, express your heart, to just flow and be. Gently coming back, doing whatever you need to wake your body up. Quote to end our practice for today. Breathe deep when you lose your way and come back home. Thank you for joining me today. It's an honor each and every time, and I hope that this practice has reminded you of many things. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.